mathematics. We are now doing example 3 and finding the center and the radius when we are given the expanded equation of a circle. Example 3 says that we are given 3 equations. The first one is x squared plus y squared minus 2y minus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. So we need to find the center and the radius of the circle. We start with the center so that they help us find the radius. So by quick assessment, you can see that y is occurring before x, but in the original equation, it is always x first. So there is no problem. This term in x is where a is. So by quick assessment, you find that the center is, you come to this value, it is -4. Make it positive and then divide by 2, it gives us 2. You come here, you make it positive, divide by 2, it gives us 1. These are going to be the coordinates of the center. So you know that the equation of a circle is given by x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus c equals to 0. So we're going to comparing coefficients and terms. Now you see that we have here -2y. This is the term in y. So you come and look for where there is a term in y this side, which is -2, -2b. They're going to correspond. Remember I said you can start by getting b first and then a. So let's get b. That means here -2, therefore -2 corresponds to -2b. Those are coefficients of y. That means here b becomes +1. When you come to coefficients of x, -4 corresponds to -2a. Also -4 equals to -2a. Both sides by -2. You find that here a is +2. And then you write the center. So if you write in the center is a first, which is 2, and then b, which is 1. So those are the coordinates of the center. Also by comparing, you find that c is equal to 1. Also c equals to 1, which is here. And now for us to find r, we know that c is given by a squared plus b squared minus r squared. We substitute for c. C is 1 equals to a is 2 squared plus b is 1 squared minus r squared. And then you work out and find the value of r. So I'm going to say 2 squared plus 1 squared is that. I take this that side, so -1. So I'm getting my r as 2. Therefore, the radius r equals to 2 units. Must get the same answer, please. Let me prove mine. 2 squared plus 1 squared minus 1. Then take the root. Yes, I'm getting 2 units. That is the radius. Now going to part B. Part B says that we are given x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y equals to 12. What do we need to do here? We need to rearrange so that 12 occurs on the same side as other terms, and then we equate to 0. So for rearranging, we shall have x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y minus 12. It is positive here, it becomes negative, equals to 0. And by mere assessment, the center is 6 divided by 2, 3. This one is positive now, so we change it to negative. So -4 divided by 2 gives us -2. These are the coordinates of the center. But let us compare it to the equation of the circle given by x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus c equals to 0. One thing that you must keep in mind is that the coefficients of x squared and y squared must always be the same. Like here it is 1, it is 1. They must always be the same. If it is 2 here, it must be 2 here. Otherwise, if they are different, it is not equation of the circle. So from here we go on to compare. That means comparing, you see that negative 6 corresponds to negative 2a. Negative 6 equals to negative 2a. That means a here equals to 3. And then again also 4 corresponds to negative 2b. That means b equals to negative 2. Simply like that. Therefore now the center is what? Is a 3 and b negative 2. So this is the center. Now still we go on to compare. Negative 12 corresponds to c. Therefore c equals to negative 12. Negative 12. But we know that there is a formula given by c as a squared plus b squared minus r squared. So let's substitute for c, a and b. So c is negative 12 equals to, what is a? A is 3 squared plus, what is b? Negative 2 squared minus r squared. Then you press the calculator and get r. 3 squared plus negative 2 squared 13 plus 12 25. So r equals to 5. Therefore the radius r is 5 units. If you solve this exactly correct, you find the same answer. So that is the solution to part B. That is the center and that is the radius. And finally for part C says that we are given x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus xy plus 4 equals to 0. Let us quickly assess and find the center. You come to x. Now the coefficient of x is positive 4. You make it negative. It becomes negative 4. Divide by 2 is negative 2. The coefficient of y is negative, so you make it positive. Divide by 2, you get positive 3. These are going to be the coordinates of the center. And if you can do that, you don't even waste time comparing. Just go and say center that, and then you find the radius. But for our practice, let's compare it to the equation of a circle given by x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus c equals to 0. And then on comparing, you see that positive 4 corresponds to negative 2a. So 4 equals to negative 2a. Divide by negative 2, we find that a equals to negative 2, which is there. And also negative 6 corresponds to negative 2b. Then you find b. Find that b is positive 3, which is there. Then you say now therefore my center is negative 2 and 3, just in that manner. So after getting the center, then you find the radius, because you know that c, also by comparing, is given as 4. But also you know that c has the formula of a squared plus b squared minus r squared. Substitute for c, a and b. Remember here is not c squared. The moment you square c, you get the wrong value of r. And then that means here 4 becomes, what is a? A is negative 2 squared. What is b? 3 squared, and then minus r squared. Then you play the calculator. Negative 2 squared plus 3 squared. R will come this side. So I'm going to say here minus 4. So I'm getting r as 3. Therefore, the radius r is 3 units. So that is how you find the center and the radius in part C. And this is the solution to example 3.